Just Wow, just a sad story there taking shape there. Well, we head northbound and check in as the lightning was streaking across the Chicago skyline. The city here with broad shoulders going to have to bear another couple rounds of heavy rain on its back. Sheets of rain blanketed Chicago as severe weather blew through on Wednesday. Wind was also a factor, a gust near 50 miles an hour that was recorded there in the suburb of Aurora. So yeah, watching the skies again here for us, particularly off to your northwest there in Chicago, where we've already been active this morning and look for more activity this afternoon. There's the area of concern here when it comes to the severe risk. Anywhere you see the red, there's that possibility of severe weather. Likely, though, in the darkest shade of red, southern Minnesota into Iowa, just north of Des Moines. That's where we're likely to deal with some of those damaging wind gusts that could be in excess of even 60 miles per hour here for you. But anywhere you see the blue, damaging wind gusts are a possibility. Now, we already have a severe thunderstorm watch. This issued by the Storm Prediction Center of several counties there in eastern South Dakota, also into Minnesota. That's out until 3 o'clock. Within that zone, conditions favorable for these storms to produce damaging winds. And we've already seen some of that here for us. We've got those warnings here for you. You got Brookings, Kingsbury, Lake counties until 11 o'clock. That, again, damaging wind threat as the storm continues to plow on off towards the east. Then we head north of that, again, right along 29. That is not going to be an area you want to be traveling through right now because very, very heavy rain and, again, very strong winds accompanying these storms. They've already, again, had a history of producing some big-time winds in Peaver. A 67-mile-per-hour wind gust showing up there. Watertown, how about a 75-mile-per-hour wind? So again, yeah, this is serious storms that we're seeing tracking their way across eastern South Dakota. Then we head south and east from there into Iowa. These storms have kind of been losing the punch, but nonetheless, still some heavy rain approaching 35 here, Des Moines as well. We see some gusty conditions as well with those storms pushing on through. So active this morning, and more storms will continue to develop as we head on through this afternoon. You see the future radar showing how this will play out. And you'll notice there across Minnesota, some of those storms developing a bit more in the southern part of the state, continuing down into Iowa, and then pushing east into southern parts of Wisconsin. Looks like that's going to be the zone here north of Chicago up towards Madison, Minneapolis, back over towards south portions of South Dakota, where the biggest storms will be during the overnight hours. But Jen, continuing into Friday, more storms in this general zone.
Pick it right up where you left off, Alex. Students now back in class across the Midwest, meaning to do their homework on severe weather alerts. Creighton welcomed its second largest freshman class to campus earlier this month, while in Ames, the cyclones started roaming Morrill Hall this week. Now, both schools may see storms interrupt their lessons ahead of the weekend, and we've got severe storms, just like Alex talked about, almost in the same area, just a little farther south here, a little farther to the east. So tomorrow, the red zone, southern Minnesota, Iowa, same of the same very spots that are dealing with thunderstorms right now are still in that risk area again tomorrow. It'll be for another round of storms that comes in. Albert Lee to Waterloo to Fort Dodge, you are under a 3 on the Torcon for tomorrow. Also damaging winds, also hail, all going to be a possibility. So we're on the northern periphery of our big ridge of high pressure, which is keeping us so hot off to the south. Here's our jet stream way up high, and then we get disturbances that roll along it. And so a disturbance comes through, we see the storms blast through, and then we see the return of moisture coming back and instability come back again. And so we're in this pattern here that we can't seem to break at the moment, where it is rounds and rounds of thunderstorms. Some severe heavy rain threat will be there, especially in Wisconsin, where this is one of the few spots up here that doesn't need the rain as much. We have the drought that gets worse and worse up to the north, and in Iowa too, but we'll get, unfortunately, severe weather out of this. We'll get back to the latest on Tropical Depression 9 and the threats to the Gulf Coast states coming up, plus a lack of rain pulling the rug out from under the foundation of a small town. We've got this story for you coming up.
Men everywhere are now cutting their hair at home. Are you? Introducing MicroTouch Titanium Trim, the all-new at-home hair cutting tool and precision groomer. Just a trim or a full haircut. Now, cutting hair is as easy as combing hair.
It's the only way to cut your hair by yourself. I don't know how people can do it with clippers. It's impossible. With this, it's way easier.
I did this at home. If you can comb it, you can cut it. Simple.
Titanium Trim reinvents everything with a revolutionary design that positions the blades on the side just like a comb, making it easy to cut your own hair with confidence. Now, if you can comb it, you can cut it. Snap on a comb to dial in the perfect length for your style, long, medium, or short, and just comb and cut for pro-level results at home.
I just pop on that comb and I get a perfect trim every time. I literally can't make a mistake.
I can give myself a professional at-home haircut how I like it.
Sometimes I just need a little bit off, and that's what's great about this product. You have these guards, you just take a little bit off. Okay, I'm good.
Now, if you can comb it, you can cut it. Snap off the comb and edge sideburns and beards, or clear your neck and shoulders with zero irritation. And look, titanium trim extends a full 40 millimeters for those hard-to-reach areas. Nothing else comes close.
I thought it was really cool that it can extend. It really helps.
That extra little extension made it so easy. I would never use any other clippers. This is the one to use.
Micro-polished stainless steel blades bonded with titanium. Precision-engineered comb attachments. Built-in extension handle with a non-slip grip and LED spotlight. Just comb it and cut it with MicroTouch titanium trim. Order online now at titaniumtrim.com or call 1-800-453-1220.
Nobody can get to their barber as much as they'd like anymore, but now you don't have to.
If you don't have it, you better get it.
The revolutionary, all-new MicroTouch titanium trim.
So, who here struggles with clogged gutters? Let's take a look at some damage caused by clogged gutters.
Oh, wow. Clogged gutters did all that?
Absolutely.
That looks like our house.
Who climbs ladders to clean their gutters?
Dad, I keep telling you it's dangerous.
Climbing ladders is too dangerous. Once our ladders go up, you can put yours down forever.
So how does it work?
Leaf Filter's three-piece system filters out leaves and debris, letting water flow through freely.
Do we need to replace our gutters?
Great question. Actually, Leaf Filter could be installed right on top of your existing gutters.
That will save a lot of money.
Do I have to pay for an estimate?
No, it's free. And you'll get a free gutter inspection too.
We're sold.
Call 833-LEAF-FILTER or go to getleaffilter.com for your free gutter inspection and estimate. Call or log on today and save 15%.
Jade makes people do crazy things.
It's almost like we know what we're doing.
This look familiar? You're used to seeing a price tag like this. Let me tell you, there's a better way.
Audion hearing devices are designed to provide the highest quality hearing at the lowest possible price. Their devices are 100% rechargeable, saving you hundreds on batteries each year. Their small and sleek inner design makes for a discreet, comfortable fit with superior sound quality. Their EV1 hearing aids are only $89 a pair, which is just about the lowest price out there. Not only does Audion Hearing provide 100% rechargeable and easy-to-use hearing aids at the lowest price on the market, but each set comes with chargers, multiple ear tips, and cleaning tools. The best part? Each pair comes with its own risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. So why not give them a try? Call 1-800-455-0716 or go to audionhearing.com. That's 1-800-455-0716 or audionhearing.com to get your pair of Audion EV1 hearing aids today for only $89.
When it comes to covering the most important issue facing us and our Earth, one day does make all the difference. Now, the Weather Channel and its innovative climate team at Pattern are connecting you every day to the most fascinating stories impacting our planet. For what's now and what's next, rely on the climate experts with the most trusted name in TV news. If it's out there, it's in here. The Weather Channel.
Named the world's most accurate forecaster, the Weather Channel.
So welcome back as we continue to track the tropics. And if you're just joining us now, we do have a new tropical depression, and that is tropical depression number 9 there in the Caribbean. We've been talking about how this was going to be the one of the next such things to watch here over the coming days. And now we have it, a tropical depression, which is forecast, as you see, to strengthen steadily here as it moves its way through the western portions of the Caribbean and then move into the Gulf of Mexico. Really, conditions are ripe for that to take place. Very warm waters, deep warm waters, and not a whole lot of wind shear, strong winds aloft to really disrupt this thing. So a steady increase, potentially maybe even rapidly intensifying as it gets into the Gulf of Mexico, potentially getting up to close to major category strength here for us. You can see Sunday morning, 110 mile per hour hurricane moving its way closer towards the coast. And then sometime Sunday into Monday, potentially making that landfall, East Texas and into parts of Louisiana or Mississippi. That's the zone right now. But remember, impacts can be felt outside of that cone, so we're going to have to watch those areas very, very closely, no doubt about it. But just letting you know, again, this is a system that we're going to be talking a lot about. You got to be paying attention to it. Tropical depression 9 as it's moving now to the northwest at 13 miles per hour, impacting Jamaica and parts of Cuba. We've got tropical storm warnings that are now up for parts of Cuba as well as the Cayman Islands. All right, Jen, that's the very latest when it comes to the tropics. How about that heat? They're really heating up there across the nation.
Is it ever? So we've got a live look into Music City right now, where sizzling heat is set to stifle the city today with feels like temperatures moving up into the hundreds. And it's not the only spot here. We are feeling this heat across a lot of the South, and especially the South Central and plains and into portions of the Midwest. But look at Nashville. I mean, our temperatures today feeling like upper 90s all day long here. If you get a brief break, it's only because you get a thunderstorm, and that probably just makes it a little more sultry right here, steamy after you get a storm and the rain comes down, and that's, it's not that helpful, is it? Now, we've got the heat advisories posted into Kansas, Missouri, the entire state, Illinois, and then southward into portions of Louisiana and East Texas as well. This is where that feels like is getting up to dangerous levels. And as the Weather Service said about this, it's not just about a one-day thing. It's about multiple days.
Good morning. Good morning. We are back rather quickly. Didn't quite expect this to happen so fast, but we are definitely watching this system with extreme interest. Tropical depression number 9 is expected to intensify. I think by the next update, they actually have a name for this tropical depression, 35 miles per hour at this particular time, moving at, I think they said 13 miles per hour. Expected to quickly intensify. Excuse me. Yeah, so quick intensification. We're already receiving rain, folks, in the Newlands area. We encourage you to do whatever preparations you need to undertake as quickly as possible. By tonight, we're probably going to have some weather. In fact, we've just received official confirmation that the decision was taken in consultation with the National Weather Service and Hazard Management Cayman at a meeting of senior civil servants and private sectors, probably in New York this morning, 9 a.m. meeting, that we should go ahead and be put under a tropical storm warning as of 10 a.m. Further details are expected once they get that 11 o'clock, well, 10 o'clock, which is, the hour, it's an hour difference, right? When they get the further update. So they're going to have another meeting at 11 o'clock Cayman time, which is in half an hour. And Deputy Governor France Manderson, who chairs the National Hazard Management Council, has urged members of the public to take any necessary preparedness measures promptly. So essentially, they have said just some tips to members of the public: move any debris from your yard that could fly around and damage property, fill clean water containers for drinking, and be prepared for any loss of power. So start charging up all of your power banks. I just plugged mine in pretty much as soon as you can. So that's where we're at, folks. We're going to have in a little bit, once the next update comes out, Kevin Watler join us back, and he will certainly be providing us with an update then as well. So it's that time of year. That's the best advice that I could give you. So please just continue to be safe. And, we expected it. We just didn't expect it so quickly. But it's better to be prepared than not be. That's for sure. Okay, good folks. So we'll be back. Keep it locked here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. ARC says that they mentioned Cayman. They did. The weather service did mention us. So tropical storm warning for the Cayman Islands and parts of Cuba already this morning. All right, good folks. Keep it locked here to CMR. Have a good one.